Hey everyone, Dean Willett with the Real Estate Tube here with Craig from Property Nut. Property Nut is well, I'll let Craig explain it. Craig, what is Property Nut?
Well, Dean, Property Nut serves a really important marketing piece for what I would consider probably now about 75% of the real estate agents out there. I'll tell you, 4 years ago when we started the company, we were probably serving 95% of everybody out there that was trying to market real estate, because the last 4 years there's been a level of education, there's been a level of awareness, partially because of what you're doing and others like you and I that are sharing the technology and how to use it. So, now we're probably serving about, like I say, about 75% of what we do. We get that agent and their listings, we get them out onto the search engines, we get them out onto a syndication group that we know will truly serve the highest probability of getting them found in places where we know that buyers and renters search often. That group varies in size. The syndication sites that we go to, that group of sites, and it could be anywhere between 12 and 20 sites per month, depending upon what we find the best results are coming in. But basically, the agent is going to post into Property Nut a listing. That listing then becomes its own web page. Now, we don't promote it as an individual website like some of the other products out there do. What's the one out there that does, there's a couple of them that actually create, like 123 Main or something like that, creates their own actual websites for the individual listings. We find that the value of getting those listings into our website with all of the other listings and getting that content spread out there drives more Google juice, more traffic to the actual listing than making it its own individual website. So there's that piece. There's the actual individual listing that gets sent out all over the internet. And then Property Nut also serves the interests of the agent by providing them with an individual website itself, an agent website that is much more than just a profile of who the agent is. It hosts all their listings. It allows them to put live video, as I think yours has on it. I know a lot of your other websites that you have, you also link, you one-way link out to your other websites from the Property Nut agent website. So the idea with Property Nut, when we sat down and said we want to create something that will facilitate and help to actually provide in a market that is tough out there to get that one buyer that's looking at multiple properties, we said, let's make sure that we are producing something that A, has provable results, B, is affordable, and C, we actually have enough products within and services within the one site to include training, education, help files, that we're actually kind of a all-in-one location to be able to get the agent that exposure that's required today to get found out on the internet.
Does the listing that agent posts to Property Nut, does it have to be their listing?
Well, no, and as I will tell you, and the kind of the rules vary from state to state, MLS to MLS. The important thing is that you get listings that fit within the niche that you are working. If you're working in a very specific part of Dallas, Texas, or San Diego, California, or Mesa, Arizona, and within a specific price range, or maybe you're working REO properties, you can actually go to other agents within your office or other agents within the MLS, again, depending upon the rules and policies, and market 10, 20, 40 properties, being a very helpful, valuable assistant, so to speak, to that agent that has the listings, helping to drive a potential sale for you and that other agent to share.
And that's one of the things that I like about it is, our team has about 12 listings right now. But on Property Nut, we have, I think it's around 35 listings.
Right.
Because we've approached other agents and said, hey, look, if we can advertise your property online for you. Would you let us do it? And, the other agents inside our office are like, you mean you're going to help sell our house? Absolutely. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it's analogous to holding an open house. I have to tell you, I went to an agent and said, look, I want to hold 12 of your properties open this weekend. They, first of all, when they stopped laughing at you, they would say, you're either crazy but you'd say, look, in reality, rather than 12 open houses with 12 sets of flyers, with 12 marketing campaigns to get buyers to come buy that property between 1 and 4 or 1 and 5 on Sunday afternoon, I want to market this property, the same analogy, onto a website where I'm out there doing the marketing, I'm paying the money, I'm investing in the time and the money to market this property to help us to find a buyer, which is in fact the whole purpose of putting it on MLS in the first place. We put properties on MLS because we're saying to people, the other agent people out there, go find me a buyer.
One of the things I love about your site compared to other similar type services is when somebody finds one of my listings, wherever you put it, say Craigslist, and they click on it and it goes to PropertyNet, it goes to the PropertyNet page that has my information. It doesn't go to, this is our company's information.
Right.
Oh, and here's one little listing. It gives the information about me.
Well, what's really great about PropertyNet, the value of what happens is that when this person clicks through, they're finding exactly or very close to exactly what they were searching for. What's more exciting than that? To actually land on a property, a specific property. It's a 4-bedroom home for sale in Mesa and, near their work or near, some location that they specifically know. Getting that, is one of the things that you and I talk about, kind of in just our discussions out there on how to better work at getting your website found or your listing found, and that is the keywords and key phrases that scare a lot of agents off. And oh my gosh, this keyword SEO stuff.
You talk about the syndication. We can talk about the link backs that go to your site. We can talk about the landing page that gives just my information. All these are great reasons to use PropertyNet. But there's one thing that you do, and if this was the only thing you did, I would still use PropertyNet and pay for it. Your Craigslist postings.
Thank you.
And just tell us how often you post to Craigslist.
Very cognizant of the rules, and we go in many times a month, sometimes as often as about every 7 to 10 days, and post and repost, delete, post and repost all the listings. But what's really interesting, is really fun to see now, are agents that are getting leads from Craigslist on a property that has been up on Craigslist for 2 months, and the last time it was posted, maybe it was a week to 10 days ago. And see, the agents believe out there that they have to post and delete, or even whether they believe in deleting, they believe that they have to post these listings every day. I have agents that post multiple times a day because they want to stay up there on page 1. Just as a quick note, if you post on Craigslist Phoenix as an example, you will be up on page 1 of Craigslist for about 35 minutes. What are you doing the other 23 and a half hours of the day? Because unless you're going in and posting and reposting over and over and over, you're not staying on page 1. And the buyers today, Dean, are so much more educated from things like RE Blog World and all the places out there they go, people like you, the education we provide them with. Buyers themselves are also getting more educated on how to search. Craigslist is a search engine. People type in keywords into Craigslist, and a property that was posted a month ago will come up in the same search, often with those that were posted 10 minutes ago.
Right. And an example I like to use is if you had to go in there, find your old listing, delete your old listing, and get the new listing up, it may take you, let's say 5 minutes. You might be able to do a little shorter, a little longer. Let's say it takes 5 minutes to post to Craigslist. Now, if you take your listings and you have other agents who are allowing you to market their properties, you have 20 properties, the amount of time, if you do that 3 times a month, you just saved 5 hours a month. So basically, what I'd be paying for is something like what $1 a listing or something like that to post to Craigslist for 5 hours a month is worth it to me.
What's your hourly rate?
More than that.
Yeah, I should hope. Attitude is the same. If we can make this so affordable so that every agent can get in there and use it and not set some, requirements and restrictions like you must sign up for a year or you must have a contract or, a minimum of 6 months or some setup fees that really, kind of weigh down and become a barrier to the agent's budget. And that's not us. We don't have any of that stuff. It's just, month to month, auto recurring, $9 for a single listing. We have, some agents that are still using one listing. Clearly, more billboards on the internet superhighway, the better opportunity that billboard will be seen.
All right, Craig, if somebody hasn't looked at PropertyNet in a while, is there any new features you could tell us about?
Well, yeah. In fact, our model now with the new PropertyNet being launched now 5 months, the brand new version, is we have it positioned so that we can offer small and large new features really every 30 to 45 days. Just over the last couple of months, we've added streaming video to the actual listing ad, not just in the agent's website, which is part of that bundled package that you get with PropertyNet, but now you can actually put your embed code from Vimeo or YouTube or wherever into your PropertyNet description area, right dead center where someone's going to be seeing that ad. That's a fabulous way to, show your ad off over and above other services out there.
Find out more information or to get in touch with you, how would they do that?
Yeah, we have an 800 number for those that would like to use the toll free, and it's 888-825-8503. 888-825-8503. Option 1 goes right into a manager or owner of PropertyNet, which answers that phone 7 days a week. We take our calls ourselves 7 days a week to make sure that you're getting quick response from someone who knows the answers to what you're looking for. And of course, you can visit propertynet.net, which is the education site. Lots of blog posts there and a lot of streaming video help files about how PropertyNet works, why it will help you grow your business. A lot of great videos, and they're short, they're easy to watch. And you, of course, can go to our new support and FAQ knowledge-based site, which is PropertyNetHelp.com. PropertyNetHelp.com.
All right, Craig, thanks a lot.
My pleasure. Good to